Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Why Behind Your C's, Season 3. And in this episode, we will discuss Steps 7 and Step 8 in reference to my book, Sleep Reset in 12 Steps. Step 7 is how to avoid the bedroom for better sleep, and Step 8 talks about hydration and digestion. You're going to learn the value of delayed gratification and the importance of hydration in this episode of The Why Behind Your Z's. Welcome to the Why Behind Your Z's podcast, the show that helps you maximize your sleep one night at a time. Brought to you by sleepyoudeserve.com. Hello, and once again, welcome to this episode of The Why Behind Your Z's. I am your host, Paul Bright, certified sleep science coach. We're going to talk about the delayed gratification you get for sleep when you avoid the bedroom all day, which is step 7 in my book, and step 8, hydration and digestion. In this episode for step 8, we're going to focus on the hydration part and how it helps you get the sleep you deserve. If you want a copy of my book, Sleep Reset in 12 Steps, it's available in ebook format through almost every major ebook publishing platform in the world, and it's also available in paperback format. The relevant links to those are in my show notes, and there's also a link to sign up for my free weekly emails. And if you sign up for that, you'll get a little bonus, and that will help you get a head start in this book. You can get the book and be just fine. You can not get the book and be just fine with this podcast and learn something that'll help you with your sleep. But if you have both together, you're going to do amazing things for yourself, one step at a time, maximizing your sleep one night at a time. So let's start with what is arguably one of the hardest steps that people have when it comes to getting better sleep, and that is avoiding the bedroom all day until it's time to go to bed. And I'm hoping to lead by example here with this podcast. If you are listening right now and it's light outside or you aren't within an hour of going to bed, please pause the podcast right now and resume when you're about to turn in for the night. I'll give you a few seconds. As I said in the first episode of this season, I would rather you listen to this podcast at night, in bed, or on the way to bed. I want your mind to associate this podcast with learning something about sleep that's positive, and then end with a guided meditation towards sleep. Even though most of what you need to know to help you sleep happens during the day, it's good to plant these seeds, plant these thoughts at night, figuratively sleep on them, and then wake up relaxed, refreshed, and recharged to take on your day. This is the same principle I want you to apply towards your bedroom, if you can, and your bed. Avoiding work, play, eating in bed whenever you can. In the chapter, I give you strategies that show you how to do it and also how to nap the right way. Now, I know not everyone has the space to be elsewhere besides your bedroom when you come home. I served in the Air Force for 10 years and went on a few deployments and short mission trips. If I was lucky to have a room, it was usually with 3 other airmen among 4 bunk beds. Basic training was 30 roommates, and the only personal space I had was my bed. So, yes, I realize there can be a fight for personal space. But if you can, create a replacement location for anything you do in bed besides sleep. This was a big challenge for one client. She's a single mother of 2 very sweet school-age children. Her bed was her sanctuary in the afternoon for reading and relaxing. Now, 15 minutes wasn't so bad, but she would spend an hour there or 2 hours or an hour and then make dinner and then go back and spend another hour in there. And when it was time for her to go to sleep, it was tough. Her body already thought it got the rest it needed, and it took her a very long time to fall asleep. So we had to devise a plan to find somewhere else to read. And again, she didn't have a whole lot of space in her house. So we made a compromise. And the compromise was she could still be in her room, but only in a chair by the bed or the nook by the window. It wasn't an easy transition, but she did it, and her sleep got better because her bed was now only associated with going to bed. Step 8, I talk about hydration and digestion and their surprising connection to better sleep. For this podcast episode, I'll focus on the hydration part. People have told me that they don't drink enough water, but they say it to me in a way like it's normal to be dehydrated. Your brain is approximately 75% water. That should be enough to make you want to stay hydrated, right? An average of 8 cups a day, along with electrolytes, should help you maintain proper hydration. Your brain uses some of that water to keep the brain cavities clean. That helps keep the plaque from building up and causing diseases like Alzheimer's disease. And clean cavities make it easier for neurotransmitters to do their work. And that's what's responsible for releasing the hormones that help you support your sleep throughout the day and while you go through the sleep cycles. Your body needs to stay hydrated through sleep so that it can send out the regrowth and repair hormones from the top of your head to the bottom of your toes. But we know that if you aren't getting enough now, your brain won't magically be completely rehydrated if you drink a gallon of water after this episode. But you can start little by little throughout the day. One of my first clients started off by drinking 4 ounces of water every hour at work. That ended up being 4 full cups by the end of the workday, which was 3 more cups than she normally drank her entire day. From there, she increased her ounces and then drank a full cup at dinner, and eventually that led her to getting 8 cups of water on the regular. Another client spent most of her day running around town doing errands and didn't really stop to drink. So she started with a 64-ounce bottle and randomly sipped from it between stops. She told me the first day she was done with it by noon and didn't even notice it was going away that quickly. So it's very possible to build a hydration habit just by being intentional with consumption, no matter how big or small. And in that chapter, I highlight alternative ways other than water to get hydrated. If you like fresh produce, you'll appreciate that chapter. This guided meditation should help you envision the feeling of hydration. Welcome to this short, peaceful meditation. We're going to focus on the simple act of drinking warm tea and the comforting journey it takes through your body. Find a quiet, comfortable place to sit, or imagine you're sitting somewhere comfortable, and have a cup of warm tea in front of you. If you don't have tea, you can imagine the process as vividly as possible. Close your eyes for a moment and focus on your breath. Inhaling deeply through your nose, holding for a moment, and then exhaling gently. With each breath, your body should soften. You're in a safe, quiet place. Gently open your eyes, focusing on the cup of tea in front of you. Wrap your hands around the warm cup. Feel that comforting heat radiate through your fingers, warming your palms. Take a moment to appreciate the soothing aroma of your tea. Breathe in deeply, feeling how its calming scent helps you relax even more. With your next inhale, breathe in the scent of the tea, and as you exhale, release any last bits of tension. Now slowly raise the cup to your lips, taking a small, mindful sip. Feel the warmth of the tea as it touches your lips and moves into your mouth. Let the taste linger on your tongue for a moment before gently swallowing. As the tea moves down your throat, imagine the warmth spreading gently through your body, bringing calmness and peace and tranquility. Follow the sensation of the warm tea as it travels down your throat. Visualize it moving slowly and gracefully, flowing down into your chest, and then continuing toward your stomach. Each sip you take is like a gentle wave, washing away stress and tension as it moves. Feel the warmth of the tea as it settles in your stomach. Imagine it filling your core with a soft, glowing warmth, a calming energy that spreads outward, relaxing every muscle and easing every worry. Now bring your attention to your stomach where the tea has gathered. Imagine it radiating warmth and comfort, soothing any tightness or discomfort. Picture this gentle warmth spreading outward, softening your abdomen, calming your mind, and releasing any anxiety. With every sip, you are nurturing your body, bringing peace and balance into your system. Take a moment now to simply sit in this feeling of warmth and calm. Let the effects of the tea settle deeply within you. As you do, reflect on the simple joy of nourishing yourself with something warm and soothing. Stay in this moment as you get the sleep you deserve.